Hi y'all, and so in today's video I thought it would be fun to be making a sort of skincare story, my experience with acne and just how I cleared my skin. So I struggled with acne for about 5 to 6 years. It was a long journey. It was a roller coaster ride. There were good moments, there were bad moments. There were times where my skin, in that period of time where like my skin was not bad. I have, videos up here and my skin, looks pretty decent. But there were really dark periods too. There were 2 times where I had like such big breakouts. It was like cystic. It was a mixture of like under the skin bumps. It was just horrible. I have pictures and I have really graphic pictures that even just looking at them, it gives me like the chills. I like hate looking at them. Basically, it just really takes a toll on your self-esteem, and I think you don't truly understand it until you go through it and you're really that person. For me, it was pretty much ever since puberty. I've been so passionate about makeup. I've loved makeup ever since I was literally like in the womb. I was a young makeup wearer. It was important for me to take care of my skin, especially as a daily makeup wearer. Coming to realize now, the biggest mistake that I had was not having a strict skincare regimen and also not removing my makeup properly. Those were the 2 key things that I strongly believe that really did affect my skin and caused it to be the way it was. I've struggled with my skin in many different ways. I used to have eczema when I was younger. I used to have dry skin. Over the years, my skin became oily on my face. And then, like, not to mention, obviously, the acne. It was always my skin. Like, it was the biggest issue. While I also think diet plays a role, and, you have to make sure that you're drinking lots of water because your skin is an organ and, your body needs water, and everything that you put into your body is reflected into your skin. Despite all that, I strongly believe that, the main reason that I was also able to clear my skin was primarily due to Acne.org. While I do believe that I could have cleared my skin using like pretty much any other skincare system, I definitely believe that Acne.org just kind of like helped me. I found out about Acne.org in YouTube, and I saw so many people making videos about it. I would see ads, and I think it was just like the whole YouTube like algorithm, like seeing that I was constantly watching skincare videos and I was constantly watching stories of how people cleared out their skin. I think that I got advertisements because of it. Initially, I thought it was a scam, and I thought people were just being paid to promote it. But I was literally desperate, and I decided, you know what, let's give this a try. And for some reason, after just watching so many videos, after doing so much research, after looking at their website, after hearing testimonies and stuff, I remember just being like, this is going to change like my skin. Like, I really did strongly believe that it was going to work. Thank God that it did. I just thank the Lord that it did. I can say that was a turning point in my skincare ever since I used Acne.org, and I think that really just kind of trained me to, have a strict skincare system, to remove my makeup really, really, really well. Like, I literally try to take out every inch. And also just being more mindful. And yes, I am wearing makeup, I'm wearing some foundation, L'Oreal, but you can definitely see, a little bit through the foundation. While my skin isn't perfect, it's not going to look like, photoshopped, obviously. It's not going to look baby smooth, but it's like to a point where I'm comfortable, where I feel like I'm in control of my skin. And for the longest time, I did not feel that way. I felt like my skin was not mine. So I just definitely wanted to share this story because I wanted to talk about my experience with Acne.org. It was amazing. I did go through a purge, but it was like a mini purge. It wasn't like, if you don't know what a purge is, it's basically like, when you're using a skincare system, like it's clearing your skin at first, but sometimes you go through like a little rough period where like your skin is like kind of freaking out, but it's because all those, toxins are kind of emerging. All those pimples are emerging out of your face, but then eventually it all clears out. I did have a mini purge that was like a month in, but after that, like, my skin was just progressing. It was getting smoother, it was getting flatter. Like, you just see like a noticeable difference within a week. Literally, I documented the process, and I'm kind of still iffy about sharing that just because it was so personal, and I really don't know about like putting it out on the internet, but I'll definitely think about it, and if, you know, if I can, I'll insert it. It looks pretty gross. It's not like a smooth texture, it's just like you can see the texture. And under bright light, it looks worse because you can see every single one. And I know it's probably gross. It's basically been a week. I haven't done my night routine, so not technically, but just as long as I do the night one, then it will be exactly a week. But this is how my skin is looking. It is, like I said, really hard, and there's also people that are so insensitive to like going through something like this that really does affect you. And just not to mention too, like, it just kind of gives me like goosebumps. I hate looking at it. Like, it's gross. Like I said, like, that was just a turning point. Ever since that, my skin has been pretty great, I could say. So for Acne.org, I got this skincare set, which came with the cleanser, the benzoyl peroxide, and the moisturizer. And so I used that set, and that was able to clear out my skin. Definitely try it. I literally followed it step by step. The owner of the company, he went through acne himself, and he just made up this whole regimen where it just works. Like, it works so well to clearing up your skin. I won't go into too much detail just because this would be a long video if I do mention kind of the whole skincare regimen, but basically I bought that set. And so yeah, that's pretty much my experience, my story. And I just also wanted to mention that there was a whole period in time where I didn't use their like Acne.org products. Like, I didn't use their cleanser, I didn't use their benzoyl peroxide, I didn't use their moisturizer, but I was still able to maintain my skin clear. I did use a benzoyl peroxide from the drugstore. I used a Target brand, Up and Up, and I also tried the Neutrogena one, which is pretty good. But I decided recently that I would go back to the to the Acne.org brand, because I just like how it comes in a big bottle, and I wasn't always repurchasing it. While it's more expensive, it's like 15 bucks. You definitely, or no, 30 bucks. You definitely spend, I'll put it because I forgot, but you spend less money because you're not always repurchasing a tiny bottle of benzoyl peroxide. Benzoyl peroxide is definitely a secret weapon. I just use a tiny amount to this day, but like before it was like, you know, you have to use like a whole finger, like the whole, you know, Acne.org regimen. But yeah, that's just my story. If you have any questions, I tried covering a lot of things, but I also don't want to make this video too long. But if you have any questions, comment down below. Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe. Bye!